If you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. Please hit that like button, share, subscribe, and leave your comments down below in the comment section. JPE News keep you informed. St. Thomas police threaten videographer. Me would tell like why you in charge of all heap of things in as your mother. A videographer, popularly known as Face Expression, has sent out a plea for help after receiving threats from 3 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF in St. Thomas. The videographer, who apparently feared for his life, released footage and audio of 3 policemen who confronted him over a video. The dispute escalated to threats of how they would take his life. According to Face Expression, he wanted to wash his vehicle down by a river, but the JCF service vehicle blocked the path. The 3 officers were said to be having their lunches and he needed access to the river. Honked his horn at them several times. Even though the police saw him, they were reluctant to move their vehicle. Me toot the horn again, no movement. So you know what me do? Me say something no look right, so you know. Me start video call this for my safety. Cause me alone in the car now and the 3 of them and me say boy the country run away and right now me not take no check cause them a move away suspicious, he explained. The man them take out gun and start crank up and I go cuss me. Take out fear make me lick in your face and me no do nothing. A little way me ask the man them find out, he continued. In the audio, one policeman asks, why you ramp with man for batty boy? The officers continue to utter explosive as they argued. He pointed out one of them, whom he claimed knew him, but the officer denied it. A policeman stated, hey boy, me will send you in the coming. One of them said, I saw we deal with fool like you, he added. You know, sister, when a BB clan move and you still a video. As the audio continued, the officer warned him to avoid police whenever he saw them. Another asked if he was videoing them for his gunman friend. One of them also warned that he would bust up in face. You think a joke thing me depan? Me would tell like you and charge you for whole heap of things in a P, one threatened. Expression pleading for people to share the video as much as possible, claiming that the officers threatened to kill him if he released the footage. Police officers chased by mentally ill man with knife in Brazil. A mentally unsound man in Brazil chased police officers with a knife along the street despite being shot with a plastic bullet. The law enforcement officer, who were seen fleeing from the deranged man in a video, used their less lethal weapons in an attempt to disarm him. The unhinged male, dressed in a t-shirt and shorts with what seemed to be a red cloth tied around his neck, chased 2 male police officers in the middle of the street and around parked vehicles. Each time he advanced on the police, he lifted his weapon higher in the air, seemingly to make an attack. With their plastic buttons around hardly affecting the armed man, a civilian stepped in to offer the police's assistance by employing the use of a young coconut. Shortly after the police fired more shots, the civilian ran and threw the coconut at the aggressor, who fell to the ground after being hit. Sprawled on the ground, the mentally ill man surrendered by tossing the knife aside. Slickianna's death ruled to be caused by strangulation. The death of Anika Slickianna Townsend, a popular social media influencer whose body was discovered floating in the sea on October 21, has been ruled to be caused by strangulation. According to reports from the news team, a senior investigator disclosed that an autopsy performed on Saturday concluded the results. Additionally, Roshane Patterson, the person named in Townsend's death, is slated to be questioned in relation to the case. Patterson was reported arrested sometime after 1 a.m. on November 2 at a guest house in Hanover. This apprehension is following a notice issued by the Jamaica Constabulary Force for him to report to the station for questioning on October 22. Since in custody, he has been charged with abduction and assault with intent to rob, which stemmed from a matter in 2018 at Duane Park in St. Andrew. On Friday, October 21, Townsend's lifeless body was found floating face down in sea in Reading, St. James. She was retrieved from the water by police and members of the Marine Division. A wig and a blooded piece of cloth were reportedly also retrieved from the scene by officers. Man shows female officers is manhood to prove it's not a weapon. A video emerging showing the thrilling moments of a man of African American descent is seated in the driver's side of a motor vehicle and is concerned by a female officer who forced him to expose himself to prove that the bulge in his pants is not a concealed weapon. In the 25-second clip, the two had a back-to-back conversation in which the man asserts that the protruding manhood is the weapon in question. However, in disbelief, the officer propositioned him to show her the content inside his pants. The conversation between the two started with the female saying, "I thought you weren't packing a weapon," to which the civilian responded, "I don't have a weapon." She continued by saying, "Then how do you explain that? What's that?" "It's not a weapon, that's my D," he said. Still in disbelief, she told him to stop trying to be wise and to prove her wrong. "Better effing show me, cause I don't want you carrying a weapon. Let me see if that's not a weapon." Without hesitation, the man started to undress. The video then came to an abrupt